They want grit and toughness, David. Thank you. And, Steve, these two teams both like to slow it down, take a deliberate approach with each possession they have.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready because this one's not going to be up and down. You got to get a chance to watch this. But, you know, in a half court, if you can dominate the half-court possession, you have a chance to win.
Well, you like to play both ways, too, didn't you? You could run it when you had to, but you didn't mind the half-court game.
No, not at all, because that's when you can post up and bang, and it becomes a physical game.
Yeah. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Bulls. D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. The shot by Wade, no good.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. Two great competitors. Defense took it.
Sullinger against Gibson. Sullinger, no good.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Yeah, but he has to take that shot 10 out of 10 times. It was right there for him.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a lot of players who play like Wade will have brief careers due to the stress it puts on their body. You know, Greg, Wade has had his share of injuries in his time in the NBA, but he is still putting up big numbers despite all the bumps and bruises.
That's a great point. Undersized guards take a beating when they are attacking the basket. Wade has missed a lot of games, but he's been healthy when it matters most. He's also done a good job to adjust his game to be a danger when he's not barreling through the lane.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. He dishes it to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And Jimmy Butler, good for 3.
The three ball is so dangerous, especially when Jimmy Butler's taking it.
Three-pointer, Lowry. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Gave up a little momentum and then grabbed it right back.
Now here's Rondo. No-place jumper from the free throw line. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
But I don't expect him to get too many more easy ones like that. I'm back to him next time around.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
And here is Butler. Lopez a screen. Off the pick. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Raptors out in front, up by 4. Improve every season. Jimmy Butler, he spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player. And if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
And that's exactly how you want to start this one off. They open this one up with a real bang.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. McDermott and Mirotic, the sharpshooting forwards. Valentine out there with Grant. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
The Bulls last year with a surprisingly disappointing season. They missed the playoffs for the first time since 2008, ended up 9th in the East, one spot out of the playoffs.
Raptors on defense. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Here's Valentine. 1:19 left now here in the second. McDermott for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And although the Bulls were able to finish above 500 with a 42-40 record, Steve, fans were hoping to see that team challenge for the East title in the playoffs.
A big problem for the Bulls was the rest of the East, and their own division drastically improved as well. The Bulls were a team that just couldn't get it going last season.
Fast break, Toronto. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Super focused. Pirtle taking the hit well and cashing in on a quality and one opportunity.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Norman Powell. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Lopez. Jimmy Butler comes in for Doug McDermott. Wade, he's checked in for Valentine. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jaren Grant. Patterson can't get it to go.
Had the layup. No one really contested him. Missed opportunity.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Mirotic. It's deflected.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
11 seconds left in the first half of the game. Rondo with the ball. Mirotic the screen. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that does it for the first half of play. Raptors lead by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They took over in the second quarter, building their lead up to 10 points by the half, and that wraps up.
Skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Just fundamentally sound basketball. That's what you want out of your offense of each and every game.
Steve, you were such a terrific three-point shooter in your day back in that 2001-2002 season. You led the league, in fact, in three-point percentage. You and I were having a conversation about great three-point shooters a little while ago. Did you ever think that shot would make the mark in the league that it has now made with the Currys and the Klay Thompsons and the way they're firing from distance?
You know what, Kevin, I shot it well that year. Tim Duncan, give him a lot of credit, and David Robinson. They drew a lot of double teams. But they're not shooting the three ball right now. I shot right around that line. These guys are shooting so far out, still with a high percentage and with a lot of volume. It's unbelievable what these guys are doing now with the three ball.
Would you play differently now with the league the way it is now than you did when you played the game?
Yeah, I'd be a stretch four.
Yeah,
I mean, you start to look
right.
at it, probably wouldn't be playing a point guard position, probably be a stretch four.
DeRozan and Carroll are out on the wings. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Lowry in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. Rondo dishes to Lopez. It's stolen by Carroll. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's DeRozan. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Gibson. Tony Snell comes in for Butler. Valentine's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Jaron Grant in for Rajon Rondo. Bulls trail by 13. Grant outside. Lopez right side. Inside Leaner. And Dwayne Casey given the vote of confidence by the Raptors front office, but with the team underachieving at times in the playoffs, the pressure is still there.
Yeah, the second seed in the East, but the Raps struggled to translate that to the postseason. Casey, a quality coach, but it's a fickle business, and you're judged on wins. Most importantly, playoff wins.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patterson, he's checked in for Sullinger. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. The baseline J. Count it. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto.
How about the leaner? Only the guys with the sweetest of strokes can pull that off in traffic.
Now here's Grant. He's covered by Joseph. No good there. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Toronto ahead. They lead by 13. And coming moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep fighting, fellas. All right, one.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Bulls trail by 13. So for Chicago right now, Mirotic and Gibson up front. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Butler in at the 3. Mirotic gets the bucket.
The long arms of Mirotic. When he's got a good chance to shoot down inside, he's always going to take it.
Here's Joseph. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Carroll takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Raptors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Lowry. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Joseph. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim. And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
It would take a very, very special comeback for them to chop down this lead.
Rondo kicks to Gibson. He feeds it to Butler. Back to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock, and the shot is good.
Taj is a high percentage mid-range shooter. Has such a nice stroke from there.
Here's Lowry, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
I mean, the game is in hand, but they're still running their offense, and they're just plain and simple, still making shots.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Pirtle, he is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Sullinger. Ross is checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Norman Powell subbed in for DeMar DeRozan.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
They're already celebrating. People are walking to the door, smiles. This one is over.
Grant gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. They get it back, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
Now Valentine. Grant up top. Pass to McDermott. Looking to end the run. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Lowry. And that one drops.
It seems like almost every shot Lowry takes is contested, but he doesn't let it bother him.
Thanks very much, Kyle. Looked like the defense really got it done for you tonight.
You know, we focused in a lot on defense in the film session we did before the game, so we had to re-emphasize the things that we worked on in the last couple of days of practice.
That's been your identity as a team for a while. Congrats again.